All right, we've got a tricky little question on our hands here. Let's see what it says. It says the interest on a $5,000 investment is paid at 1.45% per quarter. Stop right there. Alarm bell should be going off. The fact that we've been told this is 1.45% per quarter, what we're used to seeing is something like 1.45% per annum compounding quarterly. It doesn't say that. What it says that interest is being found at 1.45% per quarter. We're earning 1.45% per quarter on this money. All right, that's interesting. We continue to read. Quarterly payments of $800 are withdrawn from the account, which will terminate after 6 quarters. Find the value of the final payment. All right, let's come to our finance solver, menu 8.1. What can we say immediately? Well, we've got 6 quarters, so let's just put 6 there for now. Tab. Now, this interest, are you paying attention? This interest here is per annum on the finance solver. It's per annum. So we don't have per annum. What we have is, and I'll write this down, 1.45% per quarter. What we need to do is change this into per annum. How can we do that? Well, how can I turn per quarter into per annum? Well, it's pretty easy. I just have to times it by 4. And the finance solver can do this for you. You can just go 4 times 1.45. Hit tab, it'll be 5.8. So that's the first issue resolved. It'll be 5.8 there. We then continue to go on. The present value, well, it's going to be negative 5,000. My payments are going to be positive 800. My future value, I don't know. My PPY and CPY will both be 4 because it's compounding quarterly. After 6 quarters, how much will be left in here? There'll be $473 after 6 quarters. Now, the issue is that it should have terminated after 6 quarters, which means there should be no money left after 6 quarters. That means in order to achieve that result, our final payment is going to have to be a little bit different. So what I'm going to figure out is after 5 quarters, how much money is going to be left in there. So I changed my end to 5, and I want to figure out how much money is going to be left in there after 5 quarters. And as you can see, after 5 quarters, there will be, and I'll write this in, after 5 quarters, the balance is going to be 1255 point, I'm going to round this to 47. That's how much is going to be left there after 5 quarters. Now, for me to figure out the final payment, there are 2 ways of going about it. So let me write here, option 1. Let me write here, option 2. All right, option 1. All right, I'm taking a breath. Final payment. If after 5 quarters, there's this much money left in here, well, I know that I'm going to have to take all of that money out, right? All of that money is going to have to come out. But I'm also going to have to add on to that the amount of interest that I've earned from that in that final quarter. So to do that, what I can do is I can go, let's just get out of here for a moment. Escape. I'm going to go 1255.47. The amount of interest I'm going to earn on that is 1.45%, so 0.0145. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 1255.47 times 0.0145, and that's telling me the amount of interest that I'm earning on it. So that means I've got 1255.47 plus 18.20. When I take that, so let me write it out, 1255.47 plus 18.20, I'm going to end up with 1273.67. That's what my answer is going to be. All right, that's my final payment. Take note that I have taken into account the final balance at the 5th quarter, and I've taken into account the amount of interest that I'm earning in that 6th quarter. So those are the 2 things you have to keep your eye on. This and this. Look at those pretty colors. All right, option 2. Option 2 now. I actually like option 2 better, but you have to be careful with it. So let's go. Menu 8.1. What you could do is this. You could say that I have one more payment to make, so let's make N1. The interest is still the same. The interest is still that. But now my present value is going to be minus 1255 55.47. So it's the amount that I had after the 5th quarter. That's what I'm putting in there. My payment is what I'm trying to figure out. And I'm trying to figure out, and I know that the future value has to be 0. So as you can see, I've taken the 5th quarter and put it there. Now, this is going to tell me what my final payment has to be in order to get a future value of 0. It's going to be just right there. It tells you 1273.67. I think that's a lot easier. Don't you think? Don't you think that's a lot easier? And this is purely using the finance solver. So this option 2 is pure finance solver. Tell me what you like. I think it's important that you understand both options. You have to understand both options, but I think option 2 takes the cake.